Now, I know some of you are wondering, why would you start a video while you're making yourself a salad? Well, the truth is, I am making a salad, but it isn't for me. This salad is being especially made for one of my favorite animals at Hidden Cove Farms, an animal that needs no introduction, but will demand one. This salad is for Snowball, the pot-belly pig. This is Snowball, a 2.5-year-old Vietnamese pot belly pig. Her weight is estimated between 170 and 180 pounds. The Vietnamese pot belly pig is usually black in color, with short legs and a low hanging belly. They are typically between 18 and 24 inches tall and can weigh between 100 and 200 pounds at maturity, which seems big, but doesn't compare to their cousin, the farm pig, that can reach 1,000 pounds. At 8 weeks of age, Snowball could sit comfortably in my hand. It's easy to be convinced that a pig at a young age can remain small, but more on that in a moment. Pot-belly pigs are extremely smart, but also have the attitude of a 2-year-old child. They are strong-willed and often throw tantrums to get what they want, which is usually food or a belly rub. They hate being alone and will either become depressed or destructive. Snowball is our only pig at the moment, so to keep her from getting lonely, she shares her home with 2 sister hens. While pigs do love a good mud bath, they are otherwise clean animals and will go to the opposite end of their enclosure to relieve themselves. They are easily house trained because they use the same spot every time. Pot-belly pigs have great memories, which is good and bad. It takes some time to gain their trust. If you break that trust, they're going to remember it. You're probably wondering why she has patches of hair missing. In the pig world, we call this blowing their coat, which just means they shed and regrow the hair in the fall. Pigs are very susceptible to sunburns, so it is important to offer lots of shade and even sunscreen if they're out in full sun. The average life of a pot-belly pig can range from 10 to 20 years. While pigs can be a great companion, they are certainly not for everyone. Every day across the country, hundreds of pot-belly pigs sit in animal shelters with only two possible outcomes: finding a proper home or being euthanized. As with everything else, these pigs have become a trend, and for a deceptive breeder, this is a gold mine. At birth, pigs are tiny, less than 10 pounds, so it's easy to convince a potential buyer that this baby will stay between 10 and 20 pounds. And by the time you realize that you've been lied to, the seller has gone AWOL. So most people surrender their once loved pet to a shelter. And while this is hard on the human, it proves to be way harder on the pig. The New York Times did a story about a pig that was surrendered to a shelter. The volunteers say that the pig cried every day for weeks. So if you're watching this video and considering a pig as a pet, please do your research. Educate yourself on the species. Ask yourself the hard questions and be honest. Do you have the room, the time, the financial means to provide for this pig for the next 20 years? As for Snowball, well, she will get to live out her life without fear of abandonment. She will spend her days lazily under a shade tree while waiting on her fresh salad to arrive and smiling because she knows she has found her forever home. If you want to continue to follow Snowball's journey or any of the other animals here at Hidden Cove Farm, be sure to click the like and the subscribe button. See you next time.